There are a lot of things I think about gaming, or at least where it's heading. It can be microtransactions, it can be every game having zombie imports, it could be, you know, a lot of stupid crap. But this subject right here has got to be one of the most dumbest, supposedly controversial topics in gaming goddamn history. And that involves female protagonists. I saw this video the other day. It was from The Escapists. I might post the link to the video in the description below. I suggest you guys watch that video before you watch this video. Or if you want to watch this video, then go ahead. Doesn't matter to me. But anyway, it was about how this guy was talking about female protagonists. And he explained that one of the people who are making Remember Me, it's a Capcom game. I can't go in depth of what that game is because I haven't heard much from it. I just know it has a female protagonist. So, while he was producing the game in PAX East, or at least in PAX, somebody approached him and said that there should not be a female main character in the game, that the main character should always be male. And then he went on by saying that, or at least the guy that was talking to the creator of Remember Me, I don't know if it was the creator, but I know he works for the game Remember Me. The same guy also mentioned that it's going to feel awkward that the player is playing as a female and watching his main character kiss a guy. So supposedly, let's say if I'm playing the game, he's talking about male gamers, which apparently he thinks that it takes up 80% of the gaming world, which kind of is true. So I can see where he's coming from this. He says that it's going to feel weird that male players are playing as a female protagonist and the female protagonist is kissing another guy, because Remember Me is based on a relationship that this female character had with a guy, and I don't know, I can't explain in depth of what it is, but assuming that it has to do with relationships, that eventually you're gonna have a romance scene, that's what the guy is trying to explain to the creator. And I find this topic a little bit too stupid and generic and very unnecessary. How should I explain this? He's saying that the fact that there's a female protagonist is bad in gaming. So why is Tomb Raider a popular game? Why does Tomb Raider even exist in the first place? Why does Lara Croft exist in the first place? And this doesn't only happen to Remember Me or Tomb Raider. It actually happens to a lot of games. I don't know if you guys have bought this game, but look at BioShock Infinite. Look at the cover of it. The girl who plays a big, but I mean big role in BioShock Infinite is placed in the back cover, which obviously not a lot of people look at. Well, technically they kind of do. When you buy the game, you kind of look at the back first before you open the game, but not a lot of people like focus on that. Your main focus is the cover art. The first thing you see in BioShock Infinite, the game itself, is the cover. The first thing that you see. So obviously you see the guy doing a badass pose. But anyway, the girl is placed in the back cover. And a lot of people find that a little bit stupid, dumbfounded, and offensive kind of, because this character plays a major role in the game, and yet you put it in a position where, or at least you put her in the cover in a place where nobody looks at. So it's almost like it's about the guy, which technically is, but then she plays a big role. So what exactly is the point of even having her in the game if you're not even going to acknowledge the fact that she's in the game? Or at least that's what it seems like by showing this cover art. I remember Gears of War 3 had a controversial part over having a female character in the cover of Gears of War 3. I think she was in the cover in the front one or the back one. I know there were two girls that were in the cover. I don't know if they were in the back or in the front. I just know that they had a hard time putting them in the cover because apparently a lot of people found it dumb. So let me ask you guys this question. If you are those type of people that hate female protagonists, or at least main female characters, why should you care over the fact that they're in the game? Aren't you just glad that you bought a game that you seem to be interested in? So you mean to tell me that ignore the fact that the characters are good, ignore the fact that the story is good, ignore the fact that the sound, the cinematics, the graphics, any of that are good. Just focus on the fact that this female character is there and it will ruin your gaming experience for you. I don't get that. I really do not get that. What I'm trying to say is, what it seems like all these people are willing to let go of all these good qualities if there is a female character there. You mean to tell me that the whole game is garbage if there's a female character there? Let me ask you guys another question if you are like that. Why play RPG games? Don't even bother playing RPG games, because there's no... Look, if you can't play as a female or a male, or at least if you're strictly playing as a female or a male, then it's not an RPG. It is not an RPG. It's just a game, basically. Don't even call it an RPG. It's just a game that has RPG elements. That is it. Because if you cannot play as both a male or a female, don't even bother calling it a role-playing game. Seriously. It's just, I don't know. I find this idea of people concerning over female characters, or at least main female characters, a little bit stupid. Look at, what was this PS3 exclusive game? I can't remember exactly. The Last of Us. They had a hard time trying to put the girl, you know, the little girl that hangs out with the main character guy? I can't remember exactly her name, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. They had a hard time putting her in the cover. What is so bad about putting... She's not even a woman, she's a girl. What's so bad about putting her in the cover? I think I remember when BioShock 2 first came out, they had a hard time putting the little sister in there. Are you serious? What's so bad about putting a female in the cover? Honestly, if it's that bad, why is Lara Croft or Tomb Raider even exist? Why does that even exist? Has everybody turned, like, sexist or something? Seriously, this is an issue that the whole argument is so stupid, pointless, and just dumb, right, and I'm sorry to say this, but dumb, right, retarded. It really is. Now, I should not be offended because I'm a guy. I shouldn't be offended. But then again, I am kind of not offended, but dumbfounded over the fact that this is a big deal. Why is this a big deal? Oh my god, this proves how much the gaming industry has been going lately. First, it was every single game has to have a zombie input, because I've noticed that a lot of games now have zombies in it. I mean, first it was Call of Duty, then it was Sniper Elite, now I see Ninja Gaiden. I'm like, really? Then it was microtransactions, and now female protagonists. Are you serious? If this keeps up, if this really keeps up, I have lost faith in the gaming industry as a whole. I have lost faith. I actually already lost faith ever since the Mass Effect 3 ending catastrophe, but that's besides the point. That is besides the point. But anyway, I don't know. What are your guys' opinions over main female characters? Do you support them? Do you even care? That's my big question right there. Why should you care? Seriously, why should you care? I mean, if that character has a big effect over the plot and you absolutely love the plot, it should not matter to you who the main character is. Because when I look at games, I look at story, sometimes gameplay, and the fun and variety that is. Well, I'm just speaking because I play mostly RPGs, so I don't know about people who buy FPS and what they look for in FPS shooters or third-person shooters or whatever. But mainly for an RPG gamer, I mostly look at story-wise, gameplay a little bit, characters, and I forgot, I've mentioned this other one part, but you get what I mean. I look for those. So if this female character doesn't ruin any of those, then I should not care. I really should not care. I shouldn't even care if she's in the game in the first place. If I bought the game and I like it, I should not care. So, yeah, that's pretty much my point made right there. But anyway, what are your guys' opinion? Do you even care about female protagonists? Do you want more female protagonists? And that's another thing. Have you guys ever noticed that there hasn't been a lot of female protagonists in games? But I mean, in a lot of games, actually. And first-person shooters is a big one for this. I bet you if Call of Duty were to introduce the first female soldier in Call of Duty, there would be a huge controversial thing. Like, oh my god, why would Activision do this? Like, and that's the thing that I don't get. Why is this a major issue? Seriously. But anyway, guys, I probably ran out of time here. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay and commentary. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on the comment section below. If not, then oh well. I already made my point. So yeah, this is Bizkit. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out and goodbye. Alright, see ya.